those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball.
And oh, he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, we're dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They stay on the ground. This is Gillisley again. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Keenum. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On the give, this is their fullback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Brandon, you know how we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan? That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
They'll try to run it in with Gillisley. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Mike Gillisley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. And now here's a carry heading left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
A second down throw for Prescott. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A give to Elliott running left. Running right through him. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. They go to Elliott again. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Prescott to throw it. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. A second down throw for Prescott. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Red zone opportunity. They'll run with Gillisley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Mike Gillisley, as the first half is winding down, and the Broncos will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And McManus able to put it through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. This is Gillisley. And some room to work. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Five yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Oh, snap came at 1. Keenum. And he's got the hook up to Macklin. And he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll run on the draw. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Here's Keenum. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And that is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the offense lining up first and 10. To throw is Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Here's Prescott. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And that takes us from second to third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Second down following the run.
Now let's go. On now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. On now, lucky 56. Blue 90. 56. Blue 90. Detroit. On now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing is Keenum. And Barnage has it on the right side. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Gary Barnage, a Pro Bowler at the age of 30. What do you have, a 1,000-yard season that year, 2014?
Yep.
Got let go by Cleveland recently after the draft. David Njoku drafted out of Miami, really to take his place.
And his production last year, it wasn't awful by any means, but it had dipped down to around the 600-yard mark.
And Gary Barnage, one of the nicest guys in the league. He had just sent out a message on social media welcoming David Njoku to Cleveland, and the Browns let him go the next day.
Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Play action. Now it's Keenum. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Detroit. Detroit. Detroit.
From the gun, here's Keenum. Looking deep for his tight end, Barnage. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there on third down. 44 yards.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
First down throw for Prescott. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Second down, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. The numbers for Dak as a rookie last year are still kind of mind-boggling. And you look at QB rating. Dak was 104.9. Now, among full-time quarterbacks, only 2 Super Bowl quarterbacks, Matt Ryan and Tom Brady, were higher.
And look who he finished ahead of. Guys like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. Amazing.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second down following the incompletion. To the air again, Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott yet again. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Getting your back. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Broncos are going to get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. He's going to look deep down the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Now, let's go. Green.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. Flush to his right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. It's caught inside the 25. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Now they try the right side here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now a handoff as they run left side. He's to the 10, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Mike Gillislee, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. To Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the D-line's going to spread out. Prescott looks to throw on first. Steps away to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 30 yards there. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ladarius Green, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. And again, it's Prescott. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Prescott on first down. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. First down, Prescott. Green with a catch left side. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first and 10, Prescott. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
One last shot now for Prescott. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And no, it's incomplete. So that hits the ground with only 4 seconds remaining. And this should be the last play. One more shot. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
To his knee goes Keenum, and that should be the ball game. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.